She was scared. People used to say, "Oh man, being on the plane is so scary. Like the plane will be shaking and you'll be like this the whole time." And the one in Chuck E. Cheese, oh my goodness, Alexander was just crying, especially when we were singing his birthday. We were singing the Happy Birthday song. Oh my goodness. I think you should shout out the company.
Free insurance. What was it? Thrifty.
Thrifty, yeah.
Thrifty, yes. So
Thrifty,
if you need to
really
rent a car,
good.
Go to Thrifty. Their prices are a lot cheaper than... Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Free.
I'm Andrew.
And we are
TheGhaMericans.
So before we jump into this video, we would like to say thank you to everyone who has joined the TheGhaMerican family. Anybody that has subscribed, anybody that liked, anybody that commented. Thank you guys so much. And if you just so happen to be stumbling across our page, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you. Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about our year in review, just as the title says, and we put everything in categories based on the month.
Alright, so starting off January 2023, we were still adjusting to being new parents. Yeah. Not only that, we had moved from Shanghai to Beijing.
Yeah.
We didn't know anybody here, not one person, and we still don't know like too many people.
Yeah,
in Beijing. We had no family, no support. We had this new baby. We were still trying to figure out like how to take care of him, how to be parents, how to be husband and wife. So we literally went into the new year with just so many...
A lot of things on our mind.
A lot of things on our plate. Yeah. Man.
No family, nothing. It was hard. The second thing I would say, oh yes, we're in China, and obviously when the COVID happened, there were lots of lockdowns and all of that. Mm-hmm. So even from 2020 all the way to the beginning of this year, 2023, we were still experiencing some lockdowns.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I think, was it late or early January?
Mid of
January was announced that no more lockdowns. They had discarded the COVID test, mandatory COVID test and all of that. Initially, we used to go right around the corner to go do the test, and then for some reason they brought it to our community.
Oh yeah.
And then it was gone. So for like days we were not testing, and later they released this statement that it's been discarded. So that was one of the good things I guess happened to us in early January.
Yeah. Okay, we also took a family trip to Universal Studios, which we did a video on that.
Yeah.
That was really cool because we had gone to Universal Studios one time prior, but it was with two of Andrew's work colleagues.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool either way.
It was cool.
We went back by ourselves, so we were kind of able to take our time, go where we wanted to go. We didn't feel like pressured to kind of like...
We took the pictures we wanted to take, go to the shops we wanted to go, shoot our own videos and all of that. So that was very cool.
Mm-hmm. Also, the borders opened, like once all of the COVID shenanigans were over and the testing shenanigans were over, the borders opened for the first time since 2020.
Yeah.
So we had not been home. The last time I went home was 2019, and Andrew, he had never been back home since he came, right, in 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came to China in 2018. He had not been back home since then. The last time I had been home was 2019. Mm-hmm. The last time I had traveled was 2020, January 2020. Wow. So it's been years since we left China. So for the borders to be open, of course, the first thing we said was what?
We got to go home.
Yeah, we got to go home.
And that was a good experience. But unfortunately, we didn't travel in January though.
No, we didn't.
We had to wait, and we're still contemplating, planning where we're going to go. And also, during January, I was working from home because of the COVID, the COVID lockdown. So I was working from home. It was, I would say, quite a good experience in some way, because once I'm done with what I had to do in the morning and a bit part of it in the afternoon, I was done. Didn't have to deal with like all the other administrative stuff. Just do your part and leave. It was good. So I would say maybe I kind of miss that sometimes, because now
working from home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. So yeah, I think that sums up our January.
But wait, before we end January, I want to ask you, like, going into 2023, how did you feel? Because our 2022 was crazy. So how did you feel going into 2023?
2022 ended on a really tough note for me and for us. So going into it, there were so many things that I had to think about. Now I had to think about you. Mm-hmm. I had to think about Alexander, because at a time you weren't working, right? So I had to make sure that you and Alexander felt, comfortable. Mm-hmm. So that was one of my headache. I had to make sure that everything is in order. Mm-hmm. It was tough. I wasn't expecting anything wow in 2023. I just wanted to get it done. I just wanted 2023 to just pass and just finish, and make sure that I'm in a place where I can take care of you both. But I had no expectations. I had no wild expectations of 2023. I just wanted to see what 2023 had for me.
Oh, okay.
No real expectations.
I feel like going into 2023, I was super optimistic. I just wanted 2022 to be over. So I was optimistic. I just wanted to get out of 2022 and get into 2023.
Because it was 2022 was quite tough. Yeah, we don't even
horrible.
We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about that sometimes.
Yeah,
it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard.
Okay, we can move on to February.
In February, that's when Free started working. Yeah. So she's going to talk about how she felt about the job when you first got the offer. How did you feel?
Okay, so I went back to work full time in February, like Andrew said. I was optimistic. Like I said, going into 2023, I was just optimistic in general. So I was very optimistic. I was very open just to being in a new environment, going back to work, making money again.
Yes, that part.
I was just feeling super grateful for the opportunity. So for me to be working at the school that I work at, which is a really good school in Beijing, how I even got that job, they were desperate. They needed someone. But I feel like I've always been in the right place at the right time, if that makes sense. I feel like every job that I've had, except for my first job coming to China, I feel like every job that I've had in China, except for my first job, has been
very, very good.
Oh yeah. Also in February, Alexander got his passport, and we also had to do this CRBA form, Consular Report of Birth Abroad, and we had to get so many. Well, I had to get so many documents. They wanted pictures of me pregnant, pictures of Alexander. We had to make appointments, of course. They wanted medical records and birth certificates and all of this crazy, not crazy, but just a lot of documentation. Yeah. A lot of documentation, and then we spent a few hours at the embassy. Yeah. The process.
But it was I would say ended on a high note though. The guy, was really nice. Mm-hmm. They were really, really nice. And it was a good experience. I think that's it for February. March. Ooh. What happened in March?
I think this is where I speak.
Yes.
So yeah, I went back to work full time in February, although I was feeling very optimistic, very grateful, very open-minded. Man, I was feeling so overwhelmed with working full time, being a mom full time, being a wife full time, just trying to balance everything out. I was always feeling tired, mentally and physically, and then just going through postpartum and oh my gosh, I cried so much. I even told Andrew I would cry on the way to work sometimes. Yes. And I'm just now telling him this recently. He had no idea.
I didn't know.
I was just all over the place. Like I said, my school is a very good school that I work at, but man, do they work you.
I think also the distance.
Yes.
the distance counts. Like before you even get to work, you're already exhausted.
Yes. And then by the time I get home, I'm even more exhausted because it takes me even longer to get home. So yeah, my days are very, very long. Yeah,
but you know, even though you didn't tell me that, like, you used to cry on your way to work, and even when you come home, like, I knew that you weren't yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, if you noticed, when you started working full time,
Mm-hmm.
I took, like, I would say like 90% of taking care of Alexander throughout the night, feeding him, making sure he's all right, you know, because I knew it, but I could feel that there was something off, you know. You weren't yourself. That's why I just didn't complain. I don't think I ever complained that I'm doing. That's why. But do you ever feel like quitting?
Yeah, I wasn't even ready to go back to work. Like I said, 2022 was just crazy for us. Alexander was born in August. I hadn't worked for like 2 months because the school year had ended, so I wasn't at work. But just so much happened. When we get up the courage to tell you guys everything that happened,
that was a lot
to us in 2022. Man, you guys gonna be like, what the? It was crazy. Like we were so stressed. I was already like super stressed. After Alexander was born, oh my gosh!
I think what really broke the camel's back was when you guys got stuck in Shanghai.
So Andrew had already left Shanghai for Beijing so he could work, so he could start working or whatever. I was still in Shanghai. I came to Shanghai. I'm sorry. I came to Beijing. I came to Beijing. When did I come? September. I know it was like after my birthday.
Mid-September.
So I came to Beijing. Andrew had already been here. He had to like find us an apartment and everything, like get us moved in. And I wasn't even in Beijing yet. So I get to Beijing, and then we're like, oh, it's October holiday. Let's go back to Shanghai. Let's go back to Shanghai for the October holiday. So Andrew was like, okay, you and Alexander go ahead and go. I'll meet you guys there.
Damn, that was a big mistake.
That was the worst. Like we will have to like go into like detail. We don't want to go on a like rambling off. But long story short, I ended up getting stuck in Shanghai for a month with a newborn. Alone. Literally staying with a friend because we didn't live there anymore. We didn't have our apartment. We didn't have anything. So literally staying with a friend for a month with a newborn.
Thank you.
Yes. Man.
Thank you.
And then when I finally did get back to Beijing, like a week or two late? Well,
a week? I would say 2 weeks. You had to then start work. Like time.
Yeah.
It was a lot. But anyway,
it was a lot.
Whatever happened in 2022, maybe someday we might, like she said, master the courage and talk about that. It was a tragic experience. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you're about to hit your blessing, you go through a lot of stuff.
I don't know, Andrew.
And for me, but you know, I'm a very religious person, so whenever I'm going through a lot of stress and things get tough, there's always going to be that resting moment where everything will just come back to normal. So for me, it was tough, but at the same time, I knew that we could get through it. But anyway, so we're done with March. We go to April.
Yeah, April was pretty boring. April was pretty boring. We just working, saving for our summer travel because we had decided that we were going to go to. First, it was just supposed to be the U.S., right? And then it ended up being, okay, we're going to the U.S. and we're going to go to Ghana. So, yeah, we were just working and, like, saving every penny that we could.
I think that was when we really had a break from, like, all the stress, work, having to deal with, like, administrative stuff and just have time for ourselves and family.
In April?
No. Like, planning that we had an end goal.
Oh, okay.
So it's we knew that we're going to have a break at that time. So working extra hard wasn't like, oh my goodness, why am I working extra hard? It was like, I'm working extra hard because of this end goal. So that was really cool.
I was still stressed.
Yeah. And she wasn't telling me anything. You know, I was
telling you.
In April?
Yeah. I was telling you all the time.
She's like, she's always tired. I'm always tired. I said, yeah, okay. All right, so from April, in May, I was May. May was okay. May was okay because of the May holiday. What is it called?
I think Labor Day.
Labor Day, yeah. It was okay because we had, 5 days? 6?
5 work days, but the weekend as well. I don't know, but we had to make up.
Yeah, so I'll just say 5 days. 5 days holiday. And we took that opportunity to go back to Shanghai. And we even made a video about that on YouTube. 72 hours in Shanghai. You guys should check it out. Yeah, that was cool.
And that was our first official family trip.
Yes.
Yeah, that was our first family trip. Yes. So it was really nice. We stayed in a nice hotel. It had a nice bathtub, of course. We put Alexander in the bathtub, but he wasn't feeling it. Yeah.
Oh, he was crying for the first time. He was really scared to be in the tub. Yeah. But it was a nice experience. We met up with SJ. We tried a lot of things. You guys should check out the video on our page. You would really enjoy it. June.
The end was near. Man, I remember, like, in terms of work, because Andrew finished work a week before me. Yeah. But I remember in June, I was like, okay, I made it to the freaking end. Oh my gosh. I was literally counting those days.
And I made it long for you because now you had to, like, do the countdown. So it's like, oh my goodness, 10 days more.
It was long regardless, especially that last week because I knew you were home already and I was still at work. But man, oh my gosh, man, I just remember being like, the end is near. Yeah,
and that was when you and Alexander got your visa to Ghana. And, and whatever happened at the embassy, I'm not really going to go into detail, but we were lucky.
Oh, yes. At
the Ghana embassy, we were really lucky.
Yeah. We were. Man.
It was really nice. Yeah. Shout out to all of them. Those who work at the embassy.
He's really nice. I can't remember his name.
We can't really say it yet. We can't really say his name. Yeah.
Okay. We were just anticipating our summer travels and, like, buying things. You know, I love to buy things to prepare for trips. Right. Oh, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, 2022, 2023 was your first year teaching high school biology, AP biology, and chemistry, right? So, how was your first year?
I would say that it was a good experience because, you know, those kids, they are old, they are teenagers, and for you to get into our program, you need to have a certain level of English level, and those kids had that. So communicating with them was like really okay. That part was good. You could crack jokes in class and they will understand it. You know, the part that I didn't like was that some of them were too lazy.
Oh yeah, they do be lazy.
Yes, some of them were too lazy, and it's like they're in high school, but they had the mentality of like 7th, 8th graders. They're in ninth grade, but they want you to babysit them. They want you to like make everything so easy for them without them having to sit and think through a question. They want you to give them everything, and then it's like, oh, it's like this, but they don't want to figure it out themselves.
So Andrew came home every single day, and he did work.
Yeah.
Every weekend he did work. We would be out on the weekend, and he would be like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like, we would go to like a mall or something. We would go eat, and then he would be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I would be like, we can't walk around and do anything. He'd be like, no, I need to go home and do work. So literally all of his free time was just spent doing work.
And she didn't like that. She didn't like that at all.
Sometimes he didn't even want to go out on the weekend because, oh, I need to plan, I need to do work, I need to make my PowerPoints. I'm like, what the
yeah, it was tough because if I didn't do it on the weekend, I can't do it during the week because there was not enough time for me to like plan, and it was tough.
I understand that. However, you know how demanding my job was and how many times that I bring work home. With me, if it wasn't done, it just wasn't done because I wasn't going to sacrifice my time with Alexander and I wasn't going to sacrifice my time with him, even though...
At that time, I would say that it was a little bit easier because he was very young. So he would just be sleeping the whole time. But like if it was now, I wouldn't do that. So at that time, he was just eating and sleeping, and you were also resting a lot because you were tired, So if it was now, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
So yeah, that sums up June. July, yes,
That's exciting.
Yes, that was exciting part. July was amazing. I'll leave it up for you.
Okay, so in July, we traveled to Ghana and we traveled to the U.S., but we're going to talk about Ghana first.
Yes.
So this was also our first time traveling with Alexander. So before I kind of like keep going on about what happened in July, how did it feel to travel with Alexander? He was 11 months old.
Yeah. It was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. He did good.
Yes, he did good. On the day that we left at dawn. No, we left at midnight. It was 12 something.
Yeah. So we got to the airport at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Our flight was at 12?
12:30. 12:45. It was 12:45, but I think we took off around like 1, something like that. It was good because the moment we were at altitude, he was asleep.
Yeah.
He was asleep, and he slept throughout the whole time. They gave us the baby bassinet. He just was done.
Yeah. Slept the whole time.
It was easier than I thought.
Yeah. So going from China to Ghana, like we said, he literally slept pretty much that entire flight.
Yes.
We didn't have any issues with him. When we landed, I think he cried a little bit because of his ears, but we just gave him a bottle and he was okay. Going from Ghana to the U.S., he didn't really... He wouldn't really sleep in the bassinet, so we had to hold him. But he still slept though. We really didn't have any issues. I think coming back, U.S. back to China, a little bit of like whining. It wasn't bad. Honestly, it wasn't bad. I thought he was gonna be like screaming and crying and crying and crying and like aggravated. He did really well, in my opinion.
I think the flight from the US to, was it Qatar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the US to Qatar was like okay, but from Qatar to China, he didn't sleep. Like he slept like you were.
Because I sat behind you.
Oh really?
Yeah, you were in front of me.
Oh, you
seat in front of me.
You just. I think we didn't even take off and you were already asleep.
I was tired.
I
was tired.
You slept, so you didn't see anything. Alexander only slept for like a few hours. I would say like maybe 3 hours or 4 hours max, and that was it.
I think the different time zones kind of messed up his sleep. So
yeah, you didn't see. So she was chilling in the back seat behind me, so she didn't see that. But I would say in general, he did okay. Way better than I expected.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to whine throughout the whole time, the whole trip, but it was okay.
So something else, I guess, like a huge milestone for us on YouTube, our Ghana video, the first video that we posted, like traveling from China to Ghana, got 14,000 plus views.
Still
on
counting.
YouTube. Yeah, still counting. It was crazy because I feel like we didn't do anything differently in terms of like hashtags or I don't know, descriptions and all of that stuff. But for whatever reason, that video literally, like, it just blew up. And I remember when we first posted it, the first few days, we had like maybe like 300, 500 views. And then literally, I think like
hours.
Day 4, day 5, we were like, what?
7,000. We woke up, it was 10,000. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, we felt like all the work we put into this channel was now coming to fruition. It was like we looked at each other and was like, "Yep, this is it.
It's up from here, baby.
It's up from here." And in all honesty, I think that we had a lot of support.
Yeah.
When we were in Ghana, because I would say all our videos had like
thousands. Thousands of views. Yeah.
So on this note, guys, please check out our channel and watch all our Ghana videos. If you have plans of going to Ghana, I think those videos will paint a pretty good picture for you, so you can also experience what we experienced in Ghana.
Something else that was very exciting, Alexander had a birthday party in Ghana, so he got to have like his cousins and his aunts and his uncles and his other grandmas and grandpas. Let me tell y'all something. Let me stop for a second. I am so confused when I hear Andrew and his mother, and I was going to say his mother-in-law, Andrew and his mom, like, talking to people because they refer to everyone as mom.
Yeah.
Like, Mama Christy talks to her brother, but she'll tell Alexander, oh, say hello to grandpa. And in my head, I'm like, that's not his grandpa.
Yeah.
You refer to them as your nieces and nephews. Obapa. She was on the phone. She was like, hello, Alexander. How are you? And Mama Christy's like, oh, say hello to your sisters. I'm like, those are his sisters. What do you mean? So it's like, everyone's your brother. Everyone's your sister. Everyone's your aunt. Everyone's your uncle. Everyone's your grandpa. Everyone's your grandma. What?
Yeah, everything is... So far as, like, let's say someone older than you is your uncle. And because they're your uncle, we see them as your uncle. If you have a child, your child automatically becomes their grandchild. It's just, you would understand.
Yeah. I'm
you would
understand.
Explain
to Alexander, baby, it's not your real grandparents. It's not your real aunt and uncle. It's not your real brother and sister.
Just leave him.
Okay?
Just leave him.
Because then, like, when he's with my side of the family, he's going to be thinking, like, oh, these are my brothers and sisters. Or this is my aunt and uncle. This is my... Yeah. It's going to confuse him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh. And I know you already said that you had experienced tuk-tuk, but how was your experience when you first started Cho-Cho?
Oh, it was regular.
Regular?
Yeah, I was just like, this hood, but I like it. I'm open-minded, so I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, so she had fufu for the first time in Ghana. She saw how it was made.
Oh, yeah.
Were you shocked?
No.
Oh, you already knew it was made like that because of YouTube, right?
I mean, I didn't know everything, but I knew that it gets, like, pounded until it turns into...
Okay. Well, we went to Kakum. We went to the beach. We did a lot. We did a lot in Ghana. Just check out our videos on YouTube, on our page. Because I don't want this video to be too long, naming all the places we went to, but you're gonna love the videos.
Yeah. I think the most exciting thing was Alexander's birthday party. in Ghana. He actually had 2, but we'll talk about the next one.
Yeah, and when during his birthday, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was fun. Even though he cried a lot, he cried so much. He cried so much.
It was just too much.
He's only used to like myself, Andrew, and the IE that we had at the time. Like he's not in daycare. Again, we're in Beijing by ourselves. We don't really know a lot of people here, so it's not like we're hanging out with all these different people, and he's getting a chance to like interact and see, people. So he was, man.
But how did you see the organization of their party? Was it like what you expected? the kids, the food, and the atmosphere.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it wasn't bad, but me, when it comes to like events and stuff, I want it set up a certain way. I want it to look a certain way. I want it to like run a certain way, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Like you want it
done my way.
Yeah.
So it was okay.
That was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was what it was. No. I already said I'm not doing another birthday party.
I thought you said we were going to do one, but not like what we did.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not going to be like a birthday party where I got to cook and I got to like decorate and entertain people. Going forward, we're just going to find a venue, a fun place, and let the kids run wild. I mean, I may blow up some little balloons and stuff like that, but I'm not doing all of what I did the last time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to cook anything. I want to enjoy.
Yeah, and by that time he would be old
big enough, to kind of play
around. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think that sums up July.
No, we also went to the U.S.
This part of our July experience.
Oh, the first part of July in Ghana.
And then the second part.
And then the second part, we were in the U.S. So I'm very sorry. We did not really, even though we were like vlogging and stuff in the U.S., we didn't post any of the things we did in the U.S. in terms of like making YouTube videos and things like that, even though we had like a lot of footage. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things, or some of the like, I guess, big things. If I forget anything, you can talk about it. First, when we got to Atlanta, I had to rent a car for us because I'm from Augusta, so it's like a 2-hour drive from Atlanta to Augusta. So we had to rent a car, which was pretty easy. Yeah, it was pretty easy. The guy, shout out to him, I cannot remember his name. He was so nice to me. He gave me like a corporate discount. He gave me a bigger car.
I think you should shout out the company.
Free insurance. What was it? Thrifty.
Thrifty, yeah.
Thrifty, yes. So Thrifty, if you need to rent a car, go to Thrifty. Their prices are a lot cheaper than the first one I went to was like budget.
Yeah. It wasn't on the budget. No.
It was
their prices. Oh my goodness.
A budget.
She came to me. She was like, "These guys say they're called budget, but the prices I see."
I went right on over to Thrifty, and I should have went there first. It's just the line was so long, and I understand why. But shout out to that guy. I could not remember his name. He upgraded the car, gave me a corporate discount. He threw some insurance on top of it, and everything. So yeah, Thrifty was cool.
The cars were, but all the cars were like in good condition, like almost new cars.
And it's so funny because they were like, I gave them my license, I got the car, blah blah, made my payment, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, just go outside, pick any car."
Yeah, the keys were already waiting for us. Just go in.
Yeah, so we got to pick our own little car.
And look at, did we take a video while we were picking the car? No, I didn't think so.
No, we didn't, but we took a video of the car, so if it had like scratches and dents, and then they tried to say, "Oh, you did it." No, I didn't. No, I did not. I got the proof to show you.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was really cool. So then we got to Augusta. We dropped the car off. I have a car in Augusta, right?
Well, before you even get to that, we had to get SIM card and all of that. Oh,
that was after.
That was after. Yeah.
After. That was after.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
The this part.
So I do have a car. The person that I left it with kind of just had the car sitting there, so the car wasn't even like functional per se when we got there. Yeah. It was a few days, so it kind of like put us behind schedule. There was so many things
behind schedule.
There were things that we didn't even do because I didn't have a car, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, car needed a lot of work. I needed new tires. I needed an oil change. I had to get all of my fluids changed. I had to get so much crap done.
Yeah.
Because the car had literally just been sitting there for years. Not being driven, not even being like crunk up or anything. Yeah. Anywho, I don't want to talk about it.
But shout out to my mother-in-law. Oh yes. My goodness. She
made sure we were straight.
Ooh.
She made sure
she came through for us 100%.
Straight. Yeah.
Love you. Shout out to you.
Yeah, then we had to get like SIM cards, and when we went to the first place, they were like, "Oh, these are international phones. We got a SIM card." And then we went somewhere else, and my girl Jasmine hooked us up at T-Mobile.
Yeah.
On in a what is it? A good
Hepzibah.
No, not Hepzibah. Not Augusta West, but where the movie theater is. If y'all from Augusta, y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the movie theater is, there's a T-Mobile place right by Starbucks and Bye Bye Baby and all the other like Target and that little area. I can't remember the name. Anywho, my girl Jasmine, she hooked us up. She was like, "Oh, they didn't know what they was talking about," and she got us 2 SIM cards in 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, actually. It was so quick. I was like, "Oh, you can do that for real?" She said, "Yeah, this is nothing."
Yeah.
And I looked at Free, I'm like,
them other people, they know what they was doing. Anywho, we also, so when I left the U.S., I was living in a townhome, a 2-bedroom townhome. So it was fully furnished. So I put all of my furniture into a storage. Because I haven't been home in so long, and at this point, like, we don't know when we're going to go either back to the U.S. or back to Ghana. I was like, okay, let's just sell everything.
Yeah.
So my stuff was in storage. The key that I had for my lock, it just didn't work anymore. I don't know if the lock was just old and rusted.
Yeah.
But Andrew literally had to like hack
for an hour or more.
The lock, yes.
But yeah, I think it was a long
process. Yeah, and then by the time the lock was off of the storage unit, he's already tired and sweating. But still, the show had to go on, so we had to get all of my stuff out of storage. I'm talking about like full bedroom suite with the mattresses to go with it, headboard, footboard, dresser, chest, what's the little side tables, like everything, full kitchen, full living room, like everything.
A lot of stuff in there, like. I was shocked. I was, you had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in a townhome, a 2-bedroom townhome.
You had a lot of stuff.
Appliances, so much stuff like towels and
and like vacuums. I said, shout out to my mother-in-law.
Yeah,
amazing.
And Bernard, he helped us.
Oh yes, Bernard.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. It was amazing. It was nice the way they came through for us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. So we got everything out of the storage, and then we ended up having a yard sale and selling pretty much. Yeah, selling everything, right?
Yeah.
Like the clothes and shoes and small things that we didn't sell, we just took it to Goodwill, even though we probably should have donated it to like, I don't know, maybe a women's shelter or something like that. But yeah, we got rid of everything in my storage. So that was one bill that cut off that I didn't.
We made some good change.
Yeah, I made a little change. Oh, you said you wanted to talk about like, so after we came back from traveling, I remember Andrew saying that he loves that my family kind of like got together and we, you know, everyone cooked or they bought something over. We ate, we played games, we got loud, we got crazy, we laughed.
It was really good.
Out on spades table. It was fun.
It was fun. I think leading to that day, we had already been to Six Flags.
Oh yeah, we went to White Waters.
Oh, it was White Waters.
Yeah.
So when we went to White Waters, it was
the whole family. Yeah. Well, almost the whole family.
And we vlogged, but I don't even know why we didn't post it.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of footage in the US. We just didn't post it.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna show just snippets of that video. It was really nice. They came together. Everyone, like, the enthusiasm, like, you know, we're going to go out, we're going to have fun and chill with everyone. It was good. And I don't think with that gathering on Sunday, it was like spontaneous. It wasn't something that had been planned for days. It was like, I think on our way back, we were like, oh, we need to do something. My mom was like, oh, we need to do something this Sunday. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't think it's going to work out. Because it's like too quick, you know, and you don't know what people have planned for the weekend. And to my surprise, on that day, guys,
people showed up. There was a lot of food.
Well, I cooked some jollof rice for them. They loved it. And your mom stole my recipe.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But it was nice. It was nice. I really enjoyed that time, especially when you guys were playing charades. The laughter, the teasing. It was nice. Did we take footage of that? You did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. When my aunt started cussing everybody out on the stage table. Ooh, I pulled my phone out so fast.
I think the highlight was that dip your mom made.
Oh yeah, rotel dip. You know, with the just the cheese and then the tomato, the salsa. Yeah,
it was nice. Okay, so that summed like the entire July, and in August we're still in the States, enjoying the holiday, and I dreaded coming back. I was like, oh my gosh, no. But you know, the interesting thing was her family, everyone was like, why are you guys going back? Just stay. And in our head, we were like, no, we gotta go back.
Yeah, everyone kept saying, well, when you guys coming back? When you coming back? When you coming back? When you coming back for good? But like I said, 2022 rocked our world. So
we couldn't give them a specific answer like, okay, yes or no, we're gonna come this year or that.
Yeah.
But maybe in the near future, we don't know. Yeah. In August, we celebrated Alexander's birthday
again.
Because did we plan that we're gonna do one in Ghana and one in the States?
Yeah, I did.
So we did one in Ghana and one in the States as well, and I think the one in the States was.
It was better. I didn't have to do nothing. It was Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all know.
Because you didn't have to do anything for me. The one in Ghana was amazing.
Chuck E. Cheese party.
I like the one in Ghana. You know why?
Because you ain't do nothing. You just stand on the side holding Alexander.
That was
I had to keep telling him to help put the balloons up and everything. He was talking to his cousin, not working, not doing nothing. And I had to keep giving him the eye, telling him that he need to put the balloons up. Like 30 minutes passed, 2 balloons up.
Holding him was a lot of work. You know that he didn't want to go to anyone apart from you and I. And you were in the kitchen working. I was outside and he would be screaming. My mom would come to me and be like, I don't know what to do. He's been screaming. Right? That's a lot of work. But the reason why I like the one in Ghana is because of the kids. The little kids in the neighborhood. Like I said, they enjoyed every bit of it.
They did.
Even though it wasn't like super, super big, but they enjoyed it.
What you mean it wasn't super big? It was 40 kids there. And like
My
50
bad.
adults.
It was big. Okay. And the one in Chuck E. Cheese, oh my goodness, Alexander was just crying. Especially when we were singing his birthday. We were singing the happy birthday song. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's the singing or it was the fact that he just woken up from his sleep. Oh my goodness. Like, he was fine until we started singing. And everything just went bad.
He did good in the money machine?
Because I was there with him.
Yeah, he cried.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, but the gifts.
Oh man, he got so much stuff for my family. Like almost everybody that was at the party got something for him, you know. Like really nice thing. He got so many clothes, even outside of birthday. My parents spoiled him. He came back with like 5 pairs of shoes.
Oh, a lot. The toys.
2 pairs of Timberlands and like 4 pairs of sneakers. My mom had got him some cute little Vans that glow in the dark. He got so many pairs of clothes. We didn't have to get any winter clothes for him. No fall clothes, no winter clothes. We got like a few things just because we wanted to, but literally he didn't need anything. He has summer clothes and everything. So even when the summer comes, we don't have to buy him any clothes.
Yeah. Like your dad was amazing. Took him shopping. Your mom was incredible. But
he can't even wear them shoes no more.
Yeah, the clothes that she bought was like, I'm telling you, hey, you're my grandson. I'm your grandma. It's like, grandma.
It's better at grandma. Everything's better at grandma's house. And she did give him a cute shirt that says "Mama's Boy."
Oh yeah, that too. But it was an amazing experience. I think later in life, when he's a bit older, he would see the videos and be like, oh yeah, definitely. It was a good experience. Yeah. My
mom opened a savings account for him and everything.
Thank you.
And I don't mean like a little $100, like $300, $500.
A lot.
Ooh. Yeah.
And you almost cried. I think you teared it a little bit. Yeah. She was very emotional. Very grateful for that kind gesture. It was just incredible. It was really nice.
Like I said, 2022 rocked our world, baby. So just it did. Are you laughing because I said rocked our world?
Like we're laughing now when we look back, but in 2022 we weren't laughing. Okay.
What? So wait. I have a question. I think you already said how you felt like going back to China.
Yeah, I was dreading it. Yeah, is that your question?
Yeah, that was my question.
Oh.
But yeah, for me, it was like reality was just like setting in. I was not ready to leave. I wanted to like stay a little longer, of course. I wanted to stay in general. But yeah, it was just like reality setting in. Like, gosh, we have to go back to China now. We have to go back to work.
But coming back, that was where the problem was.
What?
Remember when we were leaving?
Oh my goodness!
Car,
yes,
we had a car problem. Not really car problem, but we couldn't take your car.
Yes, you remember? So a few days before we were supposed to leave, I literally had Andrew tried to pack all of our luggage into my car to see if it would fit.
I think we should have vlogged that day. It would have been so hilarious.
He was mad.
I was so freaking mad. I'm literally trying to figure out how we can go.
We had so much stuff though.
She's just sitting in the car laughing here.
We had so much stuff though. I was so hopeful. I was like, we have to just try. We have to try.
She was like, we have to try. And then I'm trying. And she's in the seat just laughing. Like looking at me like I'm some crazy guy trying to fit all these big old luggages in the car.
We had a lot of stuff. We
had so like much going, stuff. We didn't have a lot, but coming back, looking at the things Alexander had, a lot of stuff. We tried, like we said, you guys should try using Thrifty. We tried it, but because it's so good, they didn't have any cars.
Oh yeah, they didn't have any cars available. So I had to like literally keep calling, like called on this day, called the next day, called the next day until something became available. Man,
I think the problem was we thought that our things could fit in the car, so we didn't really plan ahead.
September. The most memorable thing that happened in September was Mama Christy came to China all the way from Ghana. Can you guys believe this was her very first time ever leaving Ghana?
Very first time in her life ever leaving Ghana. Like, she had never
Ever getting on a plane?
Never getting on a plane. She had never done that. When she's on retirement now, but when she was working, like, she had the opportunity to travel, but because she was scared of heights, she was scared. People used to say, "Oh man, being on the plane is so scary. Like, the plane will be shaking and you'll be like this the whole time." That's what she told me. She said someone told her that when she gets on the plane takes off, you'll be shaking like this your entire trip.
Had they ever been on a plane? Had they ever been on a plane themselves? Or were they looking at some movie?
So, because of that, she never had interest in flying until, like, we went back home in July, and she conquered her fear for height when we went to TheGhaMerican National Park. Right after doing that, she told me she's ready. Like, she feels like she's ready now to travel.
So tell them the story about the lady saying that she would travel soon.
Oh yeah. So prior to us going to Ghana, my mom went to. She was getting ready for us to come home. She was shopping, buying food stuff and all of that. She said she went to the market to buy a few stuff. But on her way home, she said, "Oh, let me get some plantain." So she gets to this lady buying a few. And as the lady's packing her stuff, she said, "Oh, Mom, you are the first person who has bought my stuff this morning. Don't worry, God is going to bless you. You'll travel soon." And my mom was laughing because at that time it was like she didn't even have a passport. And this was like in April or May. She didn't have a passport. She didn't even have plans of traveling. We didn't even tell her that she was going to visit us at the time. So she just laughed it off. She was like, okay. She just told the lady, she doesn't even have a passport to travel. So how will she travel? And the lady was like, don't worry. It will come when you least expect it. So when we went home and we did the Kakum thing, everything, and I was like, oh, we're thinking of letting you come visit us and then help take care of Alexander. Then she was like, oh, really? And then she told me about the story, and I was like, well, I guess it's your lucky day, And she keeps on saying the same thing, saying she had no idea she was going to travel. And it was a good experience. She said she had an amazing time on the flight. She didn't get scared. Like, she said she was a bit scared because what the person told her was still in her mind. But when she sat on the plane, took off, she was like, wait, are we already off? She said she couldn't see anything until she looked outside and we're already in the sky. And she was like, oh, these people lied to me. Yeah, that's it.
That's why I don't believe people. I need to find out for myself. I'm just that type of person, though.
Yeah.
You got to tell me nothing until I find out for myself.
Yeah, she got to China. It was amazing. She was exhausted. You could literally see it on her face.
Yeah,
she was really tired. But all in all, I think that same day we went to the mall. And then
we just went to eat.
Played with Alexander for a while, and then we came home.
Yeah, I even asked her today, did she miss home? She said, of course not.
Yeah, she doesn't miss home. Yeah, she doesn't. So yeah, that sums up September. October.
Pretty chill.
Yeah. I think we didn't really do a lot. Just going out, showing my mom like around Free and Mama Christie, bonding, just trying to still get to know ourselves. And oh yes, we went to an outlet to buy a few things. Flora Village, amazing place. We've actually shot a video there before.
No, we never posted it.
We've shot a video, but we never posted it. So yeah, we got a few things over there. We went to Solana, really chill place, and then Thai food.
All right, so November, very chill as well. The highlight was having Thanksgiving dinner with Mama Christie. This was just her first ever Thanksgiving, so her first time having like dressing. And this year I was able to make like a cornbread dressing. It wasn't like the real deal, but you know, I got to use what I can get in China. But yeah, she had dressing for the first time with cranberry sauce and gravy on it. She had mac and cheese for the first time.
First time, yeah.
What else did she have for the first time? Asparagus for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had asparagus for the first time.
She was like, oh, she's been seeing this in Ghana, but she's never had a chance to try because she doesn't know what it was. She didn't know what it was. Because she was like, yeah, they have it in the market, but because she doesn't know what it is, she can't just buy it. Yeah,
she mentioned that there's a lot of variety in American food. We know that American food is very diverse, and it's not technically like American per se. Like I can make spaghetti. It's not American food. It's Italian. I can make tacos. It's not American. It's like
but Mexican Ghana is like one way. It's like starch. You need to have a big starch, and then you need to have soup or stew
or rice. I've never eaten so much rice in my life until I met him.
Don't worry.
My gosh!
Don't worry. I'm not dead. It's good. Eat more rice, eh?
I'm fat. All that rice. Okay. December.
Oh, December. So, in December, I took my beautiful wife to the Western for a staycation. And this meant a lot to me. I had planned for a while because, the Western is expensive. So, I had planned. The reason why it meant a lot to me was because we have never really had a break just to ourselves alone. And so having my mom here, and I know that Alexander's comfortable with her now, and we can leave without him even fussing, especially when he doesn't see us. But it was the first time that we had time alone. No Alexander, nothing to think about, just us. And even though someone slept and we didn't finish all of the things we wanted to do,
I was tired. Y'all heard me say how tired I'd be. Okay, go.
It was good. We had a great time. We really felt like we needed that staycation, that break. I loved it. How was the experience for you?
It was fun. So before Andrew, I used to live a different life, y'all. Andrew kind of boring. Single me. I was going to brunch every weekend, going on staycations, traveling around Chinesey. I was doing my thing. Then he came along. He was so boring.
Yin and yang. Yin and yang.
Yeah, I'm the fun one. Whichever one the fun one is, that's me. No, but it was cool though. I really appreciated just having just time for the two of us. We were able to just relax. We didn't have to worry about like Alexander. We didn't have to worry about him like crying. It was just like time for us. We were able to just get up, go. If we wanted to sleep in, we slept in. We didn't have to, be disturbed or anything. So yeah, I really appreciated that. Thank you again. Even though I really did miss Alexander a lot. He told me to stop thinking about Alexander.
She's always been saying, we need a break for ourselves. We need a break. I took her out, and the very first thing she's like, we got there, she's like, oh,
I wonder what Alexander's doing.
I was like, what the hell? I brought you here so you can think about me. Now you're here thinking about Alexander? You better not call him. Don't call them. She'll be like, did you call your mom? Did your mom call? I wonder what Alexander is doing. Like literally we'll be outside doing something. She'll be like, I wonder what Alexander is doing. I'm like,
and then our nanny cam don't work no more, so we can't even like peek in on them.
See, but it was good. Thank you for enjoying the moment too. I hope it becomes a...
But on the second day, like the first day, we called his mom to see what they were doing. And then the second day, Andrew was like, no, I'm not going to call them. And then his mom called us and was like, I was worried because you guys didn't call today.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So, now that we're nearing the end of this video, how do you feel going into 2024? Like, how are you feeling?
Very, very optimistic because I know that 2024 is going to be an amazing year for us. We still have a vision board to make today. So the things that I want to put on.
Don't tell them.
I'm not telling them. The things I want to put on gives me the hope that it's going to be an amazing year. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to good things. All the other stuff that I want to do, I'm not going to put my business out there, but hopefully when it's ready, you will know. Yeah, so I'm optimistic. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to great things happening for us. Yeah. How about you?
As optimistic as I want to be, I am just going into 2024. I don't want to get my hopes up. 2022, took us to the ring. 2023, it was like, I feel like towards the middle of the year, it started to kind of get a little better. But even going into 2023, I was like, what the like, here we go again. You know, as optimistic as I was going into 2023, I just felt like the first half of 2023 was like, okay, it's a continuation of 2022.
But you should know why I'm optimistic about 2024, right?
Why?
You're not going to tell me, but you should know why.
Tell me about your... Huh? What?
Oh my god. Guys, I'm trying to be discreet here and she's just... What? Yeah, because of that. Yeah, that's why I'm quite...
Anywho, I'm trying to be optimistic, but I don't know, I'm a bit anxious, I guess is the word, going into 2024 because I just want it to be a good year. I feel like since 2022 I've been on a crazy like roller coaster, twists, turns, up, downs, loops, blah blah blah. And I'm just not with it anymore. There's this funny meme where it's like calling God to make sure I'm not on the
I see.
You know what I'm talking about? Calling God to make sure that I'm not on the
trials and tribulation.
Oh yeah, the trials and tribulation packet for 2024, and that's literally how I feel. So I'm trying to be optimistic, but I do not want to get my hopes up. So yeah, that's how I feel about 2024. Hopefully it's gonna be good, but I don't know now.
Yeah. So that is it. Hey guys, if you enjoy this video, I know it's a long video, but if you're able to stay to the end, kind of just do us a favor.
You need to get this watch time hour. I'm telling y'all.
Just like the video, subscribe.
We already got the subscribers. We
yes. We're able to.
We're trying to get paid. We got a baby. We got a baby.
Yeah, we hit the 1,000 subscribers. Amazing. We're almost there, guys. We like the support. We appreciate everything. Share, comment, and subscribe. I know I have to flip it over.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Let's end this video.
All right,
don't
guys.
cut that out either.
Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh, Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year. That's the point of us doing this video. Duh. Yeah, Happy New Year. We hope everyone has a wonderful 2024. We hope that you guys stay blessed. We hope that you stay safe. We hope that everyone gets a lot of money, a lot of honey, all the other stuff y'all want. We hope you get it.
You're right. Peace out.
What?
Oh my god, you are so damn funny.
Keep that in the video. Don't cut that out.